Does Nijisanji actually hate Hololive, or is it just the fans? Amamiya Kokkoro removes her mod, and so much more news, including some independent VTuber news and some Sony VTuber news. All on this episode. Of course, right here. What I'm going to be talking about is just someone's opinion. It is an opinion. Do not attack this person. Do not go against this person. But it's an opinion, and let's see how true it is. If it's bad, if it's false, I'll put it out as like, this is just dumb. Based on how Kokkoro Amamiya's moderator tried to slander and promote the hate campaign against Hololive's Hochimachi Suisei, do you think that some of the Nijisanji talents and even some moderators inside Nijisanji feel really competent in tearing down Hololive, because these Hololive talents have really suffered a turn for the worse? Now, it's not affecting Hololive talents directly, because a lot of them don't care. A lot of them have protections done by managers, and done by their own mods, and done by their own communities, so they're not going to care. Of course, like I said, a lot of these people on both sides, but right now we're talking about Nijisanji. So just being fair, on both sides, there is parasocialism. But you don't see, well, I haven't seen anyone from the Hololive side doing the same things as Nijisanji. I'm betting that there probably will be, but I haven't seen it as open. But it also, you have to realize, there's a bit of a bias there, because I'm going on Kurosanji. I'm going on Nijisanji, Kurosanji, whatever you want to call it. I'm not going on like our Hololive haters or all Holo haters or that kind of stuff, you know? How would you compete against Gura was a sign of that. Niji apparently is close to monopoly in Japan, so the fact that Holo prevents them from being that probably irritates them. And then the fact that Holo is dominant in EN, in their mind at least, why they can't copy and paste their JP success. So I'm not surprised that Niji really hates Holo. It's immature as hell, especially on a corporate level, but at least I understand it. I just hope the talents don't feel that way. It seems like there are a lot of friendships between Niji and Hololivers. Yes, a lot of Nijisanji people, Nijisanji Livers, are friends with Hololivers. And that's the way it should be. The community should never be a competition. Of course, you know, they're competing groups and everything, but VTubers should not be competing against each other, directly at least, and they let the work speak for itself. But they should create more inclusive, loving, caring community that will help the VTuber, along with other people, move forward and push people up when they have to, when they should. Even if they dominate the JP VTuber market, Hololive talents like Marine, Suisei, Fubuki have penetrated the normie sphere, and none of the Nijisanji talents are able to do that. That's another thing. That's a fatal flaw with how Nijisanji hyper-focused niche strategy works. Mainstream doesn't obey niches, and they encourage their livers to appeal to niches within niches. But most mainstream people don't understand the niche of VTuber in general, let alone a niche within a niche. So the only way to get everyone is to flood the market until every single niche is covered. But when you don't have a generalist or a mass appeal, you can't appeal to the masses, which is a flaw within the basic concept of their strategy. And Gura is a mainstream appeal. She is. Hololive says, do what you want and we will support you. And then the ones with mass appeal slowly rise through the ranks organically, like Gura did. They don't need to be focused strategy of when they want to just focus on being entertaining. And generally entertaining has a more mass appeal. Then you get the 18 to 24 horny Southeast Asian girls, you get 26 to 30 EN forever alone boys, you get the 26 to 35 EN gamers, and you get the 18 to 24 nerd art girls. Yes, I try my best to be more of a generalist. That's why I just talk and just chill, just chat, just whatever with you guys, because I want to have just less of VTuber niche appeal, more just people chilling. I just happen to be a VTuber that you guys watch. I don't want to be like, oh, you only watch me because I'm a VTuber. I want you to watch me because you're interested in what I have, and I just happen to be a VTuber. So going back with the situation of the moderator who was being bad to a lot of other people who had slandered Hoshimachi Suisei, who had done all these other things to negatively affect other livers. According to this right here, Kokkoro is removing it. It says, it can't be helped to think that way. The response made me understand what kind of person Amamiya is. Even when Kanata Amane called out to you, you looked down on her like Ashiki. Oh dear. Okay, so things are happening. Someone's getting angry. The first place, the problem is that Ashiki made an offensive tweet about Holo, but you made an offensive comment about Amamiya. What are you doing is dubsta. So yeah, she's taking it off. She's removing the person who did it, Ashiki who did it. It looks like either that or she's removing a comment, another issue that went on. Unfortunately, the more we investigate the person named Ashiki, the more unfortunate abnormal behavior we find, and he also serves as a moderator for other livers, so this incident doesn't seem to be going away anytime soon. Expose him, random noises. Yeah, people are going to try to expose. The screenshot comments, the one defending Amamiya just said that he is not a mod or wasn't a mod anymore. Looking on the last part, Amamiya replied that she was removing the mod status, so they actually really have the tendency to spout things to defend her. So yeah. criticism is deserved, and I'm glad that the moderator was removed if they were removed, because they are toxic. You don't need toxic moderators. You don't need toxic people in the community. You don't. This person here, the special individual here, wants you in Korea, is Korean Niji sister, wants you to follow Uki like the law. You just go along with the things they say, and you don't question, just consume product, and then wait to consume more product. Don't question the overlords. Just go ahead and keep doing what you're doing. This doesn't make sense. This is basically, I don't know, I wouldn't call it cope, but it definitely is, it's something. It's definitely something. You know what I mean? It says, do they realize he's gay? Because some agents I've seen are mad attracted to him. Power of the yaoi boys, love BL, strong amongst the Fujoshi. So, like, they'll still do the BL stuff, no matter what orientation the person is. They'll still do it. Apparently, for some of them, it's a massive bonus. Niji sisters will show for any cute anime boy, I guess. Nah, they love him because he has a harem of Niji male talents. Fujoshis prefer that, since being gay means Uki won't go after the other females. It's idol worshipping. So, what better idol worship? What better idol to worship than someone that will not go after females, that will not collab with females or whatever in a inappropriate way, or even have a chance to, have that. Go along, go away. That's very, go along means go away. I want to very wanted to vent my anger somewhere. So that means it doesn't matter what language they speak. Niji sisters are just the same. Earth is not flat. What did it say? Oh, now that they're getting jealous because of Uki's fellow Nijisanji companions being friends with him in general. They're delusional, that weirdo. Don't know either because it's so idiotic it cannot understand. See, the Niji sisters are no different regardless of nations. They are just a bunch of delusional teens or grown people, but with a kid brain, worshipping their beloved Oshis blindly like an effing cult. And of course, go feral whenever anyone accidentally leaves a slight touch to them. And that's one of the negatives that VTuber culture has. Parasocialism is, in my opinion, parasocialism to a certain extent is fine. In the extent that you like somebody, you watch them, you feel good when you watch them, you get to relax when you watch them, and they're your Oshi for that reason. When it becomes a cult-like behavior, that's when it becomes a problem. When it comes like you want a piece of their hair, you want to eat the exact same food at the exact same time, you want to drink the exact same thing at the exact same time, you watch their VODs again and again and again and again and again and again, like 100 times over, just one part of the VOD 100 times over. When it becomes obsessive like that, that's when it's a little too far, and you should probably make a little bit of a step back. I mean, you can go for whatever you want as a VTuber enjoyer, but just chill it a little bit. This is, I guess, someone who wants to let Nijisanji fans know a certain thing, Nijisanji EN fans at least, or at least the livers in there. These past few months have been really stressful and a dark day to see the least. Most, if not all of you, are probably tired, scared, and full of doubt. You've witnessed injustice before, whatever it be projects that weren't approved or for terminations. Many of you have lost hope for the future. We see you, we're here for you, we care about you, we truly do. We know that behind a 2D anime character is a living and breathing human being full of emotions. I want you to be safe and happy. You're all probably concerned that nobody will support you and leave you and be forgotten, which I hope they don't, because I mean, everything so far has shown that they're not going to be forgotten. I implore you to look at these streamers: Unnamed, Sayu, Matara, Kuro, Dokibird, Quinn, and now Mint. They're free to create and do whatever they want, and have the support of the people with them. Look at how successful they are, now that they've broken the shackles and chained down for so long. Many of them have gotten to their first YouTube play buttons that they can call their own now. Many even have larger audiences and close-knit communities than they had before. None of us is truly know exactly what the company is making you do or telling you, so allow me to say this: you are worth so much more than they are telling you. Without you, the company is nothing. Without you, there's no Nijisanji EN, and you know that. Y'all don't give yourself enough credit. You have the potential to fly and soar higher and farther than you can imagine. If you ever decide you want to leave the company of your own accord and want to pursue a new and different creative endeavor, know that the fans, your true fans, will be waiting outside for you with open arms and tears rolling down our faces. Thank you. To my fellow Reddit posters, please feel free to share this post. With this letter, I hope at least one of them will take words to heart. It is also true, they're worth more than the company makes them think. Because remember, the company makes them think that they're worth nothing without them. They quite literally are, because every single person pretty much that has been open about it has said that they felt like they were going to be nothing outside of Hollywood, which is what they call Nijisanji, outside of a big corporate atmosphere. They felt like they were going to be nothing. They felt like they were going to amount to nothing. They felt like they were going to continue being nothing as far as they were in there. And that's never true, as we can see right now with Pomu and others. And it's gone. There was something posted here a while back. In fact, I think it was a day or two ago that I had covered in another video. It was about her wanting to do beauty streams and to remember that the posts that she had were test posts and they were from an old phone to see if it still worked. Then she mentioned she's not going to be doing cosplay if she does beauty streams, like beauty advice streams and stuff like that. She won't be doing anything like crazy like she used to do. By crazy, I don't mean like actual crazy, but by crazy I mean like, doing big cosplay things, doing whole huge like 30-minute or whatever things that were done before. She's just going to be doing small things, and she probably removed the community because some people ruin everything, in the sense that they were probably asking her questions that they shouldn't be asking her about Nijisanji. They were asking her a question because this is Aia Amare. This is her past life. This one, it's Aia Amare's past life, and that's the thing, that you don't want to mix past life and current lives, especially when the current life is still going. It's just kind of a respect thing for a lot of people. But like, as in, if both of them are streaming, like for example, I'm gonna give an example because it sounded weird what I just said, but let me give you an example. Kiara, I know her past life. Kei-san, when she was in Hololive, I knew her past life as Kei-san at the same time that I knew who she was. I wasn't going to say hi blanky blank in this life when I'm not actually watching this life. Just like if someone watched The Death Machine, they shouldn't go for hi Aya, how are you doing when they do a stream or a video or anything like that. Treat La Death Machine as La Death Machine. Treat Aia Amare as Aia Amare. Treat, for example, K9 Kuro as K9 Kuro. If he was still Mista, treat Mista as Mista. Treat them as their own separate entity. You can know about their past lives, and it can become a public thing. That's not a problem. The problem is when you are intentionally doing it to harm, and you're intentionally mixing things up. You know, when you're intentionally making it, because it becomes like harassment at that point. It becomes bad at that point. It becomes malicious at that point. And you don't want to be malicious, because this person is just trying to create content. They're just trying to make a niche for themselves, trying to make a little space for themselves. That's all they're really trying to do. Just because this has become a more public thing, a more acceptable thing, a more publicly acceptable thing. Here we have past livers, Mika main list, formerly Zaion Lanza, all these people, formerly Selen Tatsuki, down here, formerly Yugo Asuma, down here. He's now unnamed. Follow this person. They are amazing. And I mean, they do really good music. It's just, they have been able to spread their wings now that they're not in Nijisanji compared to how they were before. This is their stuff. This is what they're doing. And you have premieres. Oh, also, I'm sending 520k JPY, holy crap, in April 3rd. I missed this one, to Taiwan for the recovery for the earthquake. We smile again very soon. Everyone, please support Taiwan. A simple message asking how they are doing is good enough. 520k is about 4k of actual US dollars. So it's still a lot of money. Holy crap, it's still a lot of money. It's very nice that they did this. Taipei had the Taiwan had an earthquake. It is not fun to be in an earthquake. I live in an earthquake zone in the west coast of the United States, and it is not fun. So I like that he did that. My Taiwan fans are one of the most important reasons I've been able to get this far in life. They keep sending me support, waiting for my return, love my music, and they accept me as I am. Keep fighting, of course. I will too. And here's the amount of yen he sent. And he's reposting Matara because he's friends with Matara. He's friends with Made Mint. This is the Taiwan aftershocks and everything going on. These are the aftershocks, the earthquakes, everything in the area, and also people sending stuff here. He supports a lot of people. He even still supports some of the people who used to be part of Nijisanji. He still supports them. He will continue to support them because that's just the way it is. He will continue to do it, and I hope that he continues having a lot of success. Now down here we have Nina Kosaka, which is Matara-kan now. We have Mr. Rias, which is now K9 Kuro, all of his stuff. Formerly Mika Melatika, who is now this person, Kamigu. And of course, here, I need a tweet to pin. I'm curious, but please be honest. Respect each other's take. What's your honest opinion on streamers doing voice packs? Do you guys like it? Do you guys hate it? And me buy. Let's just see how many say me buy. 65 said me no buy. And that's just people's take. Their own take. I don't get their appeal, but it might be due to the fact that most of the streamers I watch are my friends. And I feel like I shouldn't be hearing this, so I usually don't get them. So of course, she's not going to get friends voice packs because, well, they're friends voice packs. It kind of seems weird for her, I guess. Let's keep going. Formerly Pomer Rainpuff, Mint Phantom. She has her play button. She doesn't have it with her, but she can now order the play button. One play button is for free, and if you want duplicates, I think it's 200 each one. Formerly Kyo Kaneko is now Quinn Benet. Of course, respect Quinn Benet's privacy on the IRL one and on the VTuber one, because they separated the IRL and the VTuber side. So respect their wishes to remain the IRL side and respect their wishes to remain the VTuber side. Keep each of them separate, please. That's the only thing I ask. The Death Machine is Aia Amare. Seemingly to become former Scarle Yonaguni. People are thinking that Scarle is going to graduate. It's Ami Yoshiko. And the Twitch TV, the Twitter, the Instagram, and why the heck are they doing the business email? I don't understand that. Legit fans only. Don't go subscribe. Only to watch to enjoy their content. Those who love it. Numbers don't mean anything without any substance behind them. Me, myself, need to do a lot more watching. So basically, don't just go in there just to, boost numbers. So that's all their stuff. That's all the stuff that they have here. And yeah, they have all the other stuff. Taka, we have more here. Ajir Cecilia, Zia Ikivira, Taka, Zia, Miyu, Nara, Siska, formerly, of course, Rixa, Hyona, Amicia, formerly Yuki, formerly Gundo, formerly Suzuhara. Have all these people here. Otokibara, Mayuzumi, all these people. There are others who are showing signs of impending graduation, which is the one for, who are showing signs of impending graduation, which is, you know, why they put all these things up here. Ren's PL made a post recently that some people are reading as being a sign that he's not on board with all that's going on in Nijisanji, but it's tough to say since most of the account does not post from time to time, always has, and started out as a flesh tuber before VTubers were even a thing, didn't change his name, all that type of stuff. Let's see what he wrote. I have to edit that part out possibly. I'm not going to show that because it actually shows the IRL tuber part. They want that part to stay separate. I want that part to stay separate. I should have checked it on the side. I apologize for that, but that has been removed. Continuing on, there's other Rainbow's PL has been showing off that she's in possession of multiple silver play buttons. We've seen that with the Twitter here, the specific one, multiple play buttons. That's Rainbow's PL, Mari FD. I should free him. They protected the play buttons. Congratulating Made Mint on her 100k. That's Reimu was again. Congratulating Made Mint on the 100k. So they're not following the traditional VTuber stuff of stay away from people who are part of your old company, etc. They're trying to at least still support people. And I like that. According to this person, Nijisanji is being down in the rankings a little bit because things haven't been going too well for EN. So that affects everybody as a whole. It's affecting JP as well. So I don't think we did anything per se. I think the Nijisanji mods deleting everything and banning people is likely the cause. It's made people more wary of posting and is direct cause of the sub growing so fast. This is the sub inside of Reddit. So that makes sense. And it was posting most of that stuff getting banned. Holo is number 7, anime and manga, which is a different category. They'll be number 1 if they're in the same category. That sub has 1k plus active users at any given time. And the anime subcategories and stuff like that tend to be very crazy. You know what I mean? Actually, in January, there were 5, if I remember correctly. They banned so many people lately, the reduced activity has dropped to their placement. Where are you reading this from? Go to Niji subreddit. It's somewhere near the top of the page. Oh, it's over here. Let's take a look. Yeah, in creators and influencers, they are number 7. If the Hololive was in creators and influencers, just based on the members, I think it would have possibly been a little bit higher than Nijisanji, at least because of the active members. Nijisanji has like what, maybe 300, 400 active members maybe at one point in time, at any given time. Who's number 6? Hololive, YouTube drama, LMAO. So yeah, it's basically 6 is Fanto Forever, 5th is KSI, 8th is YouTube drama, 1 is Asmongold, and 2 is Smosh. Really? 2 of their cast members got married to each other. Fans were speculating that they were dating for years. 1 of the claims to be repeatedly denied, so they smacked him in the face with a marriage on April Fools. So people have been freaking out. Oh, okay, that's why. Well, I mean, that happens. And it is Reddit, so those things move up and down all the time. Here's another thing that's a little bit more of a smaller VTuber news. It is still from a large company because V, from what I understand, is still under Sony. It's under a different area of Sony, but Sony still controls V. And they are temporarily suspending all activities. Their person, Garcia, is going to be suspending all activities as of April 6th. They're going to be doing a stream. They're going to be doing all this kind of stuff. Be closing a stream tomorrow, April 6th at 5 p.m. Pacific, 5 a.m. Pacific, 7 a.m. Central, etc. At the end of February, he previously went on a short break due to health issues, so that may be the reason. When someone has a lot of health issues, they are, of course, going to be in and out of the hospital. They're going to be in and out of care, treatment, whatever you want to call it. And they should always focus on themselves first instead of focusing on the YouTube side, on the VTuber side. People who actually care about them, people who actually are friends with them, people who actually want to see them go forward and aren't happy that they're, there are a lot of people like myself that aren't happy that they're having health issues. Some people would be, because there's some people like that in the world. So myself and everyone else wants her to have a good recovery, if it is health-related issues, get that sorted out in order for themselves to become better and come back better. Hopefully it's not an indefinite hiatus. Hopefully nothing really bad happens, but whatever it is, they should deal with that first. They should focus on themselves first, and everything will come later. And when you communicate, because I mean, that's what adults do, right? Communicate. When you communicate to your community, then you will absolutely be rewarded by it, by being, waited for, and people not forgetting you. It says, notice a suspension of activities. It has been decided that the group will cease activities as of April 6th. All broadcasts, social media, etc. will be suspended. We'll be broadcasting a talk about our hiatus from 9 p.m. on April 6th, so please tune in. And that's the part there. And of course, a lot of these things are in Japanese. We have Sony Music V, which is another person that's from Sony Music V. It says, Miyu-kun, I'll watch your stream too. I'm waiting for you to come back. And this is Aomi Yayuzuri. Aomi Yayuzuri, which is a person that's also part of Sony Music V. And, you know, that Miyu Garcia is also part of. So a lot of their V counterparts, like ID made Miruna, we have, you know, Amemiya, we have Peng, we have Kyonya, we have Aia Amare. We have all these people who are part of V as well, who recently got switched from what they were before. You know, I think it was a V-Re or something like that, became V. They switched into this one, and they're being managed now by this organization that is still under Sony Music. I wish them the best. I hope the best for them. And I wish for a speedy recovery. Thank you for watching. Comment down below. Of course, we have our Discord server and everything else. Make sure to take through the steps of verification, and you know, be in the Discord perfectly fine. Take a look at my other socials down below, as well as something on your screen for you. I appreciate you. Have a wonderful day. Please be kind to others, and just spread love around as much as you can. Thank you. Bye-bye.